Rutgers. Here we go. Tanya Hansen will jump it up against Kathy Phillips, tip controlled by Rutgers as they move left to right on your screen. Vicky Green will set it up top of the key. Outside Hansen, cross court DeRoos. Caroline DeRoos for three, good!
Penn State came out in the 2-3 zone that time. Good shot by Caroline.
Rutgers leads 3-0. Doherty loses. Traveling the call.
Penn State, Rutgers rather showed a man-to-man defense at that point. Now remember, Penn State is known to change up on their defense, so we might see some changes.
Here's Cedar Mitchelson outside the green. Hansen, one dribble, puts it up off the backboard. And the ball goes out of bounds. Our referees today, Bill Titus and Dennis DeMeo. They'll call the game. 30-second shot clock in women's college basketball. Here's DeRoos out to Green. 8 seconds on the clock. DeRoos inside Mitchelson, back to Green. Hansen into Johnson, puts it up in.
That was excellent offensive maneuvering around there, just excellent.
And Rutgers off to a fast start. Lady Knights lead 5-0. Inside Phillips, beautiful shovel underneath on the foul on Hansen. A nice pass from Phillips to Robinson.
Rutgers going to have to be careful with this. They like to go high-low. When they receive the ball, they're looking for the shot number one, but they're looking to pass, and the offense moves around quite rapidly.
Susan Robinson goes to the line. She had 29 points this year in Texas. That was her season high. Good free throw shooter, 89% from the line this year, and she gets the roll on the first. Averaging 17 points per ball game. Her second is on the way, good. And the All-American gives Penn State its first 2 points.
Here's their 1-2-1-1 press.
Rutgers looks to break it. DeRoos gets it across the midcourt line. Up ahead, Johnson, nice catch. Puts it up, no. Mitchelson, the rebound in.
This is what Rutgers needs to do. Rutgers needs to hit the offensive board.
Cross-court Doherty looked for the three-point shot, did not fire. Now bounce pass to Phillips from the foul line. Shot off the back rim, no. And LaTanya Johnson lost it out of bounds. Doherty got in there just enough to bother the rebound.
No question. What Hansen has to do, though, who is playing Doherty, she has to sit on her. Don't give her, let her drive if anything, but don't let her.
Doherty, the rebound, puts it in. Again, the pressure. 7-4, Rutgers by 3. A fast start to the game. 2 minutes gone by. DeRoos to Green. Big Rutgers lineup. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Johnson on the baseline. Back outside to DeRoos. Good defense by Penn State. Hansen puts it up, no. And the rebound, Phillips. Eichenberg, quick pass to Doherty. Takes the three-pointer. Inside Doherty, nice move, puts it in.
Doherty is an excellent individual offensive player on that move. I thought Hansen did a nice job on her.
It's a one-point ball game, 7-6.
Rutgers is doing a very good job offensively. They're taking their time. They're looking for a good shot. They're controlling the ball very well.
Caroline DeRoos called for traveling.
I said that too soon, didn't I?
There's head coach Teresa Brents to settle her team down. Very important for Rutgers to play their tempo. They did not do that against Temple last week in Philadelphia, and Coach Grant felt that that was a key to the Owls' upset victory. Here's Coleman, nice move in the lane, lays it up too hard. Rebound Johnson.
Rutgers is going to have to be careful for that because Kathy Phillips set a pick right on LaTanya Johnson. Right on LaTanya Hansen at that point. And they really have to call out the picks and go through them.
Vicky Green, top of the key. DeRoos for three. In and out. Back tap nicely to Green. Puts it up short. Mitchelson got the rebound and travels.
Rutgers is hitting the offensive boards very well. They've had several offensive rebounds in 4 minutes to go, 4 minutes in the game.
Penn State with a chance to take the lead. Here come the Lady Lions. Eichenberg, top of the key. Bounce pass to Doherty outside.
Gotta watch the pick over there, Drew.
Doherty for three, no, off the back rim. Tapped away, out of bounds, Rutgers ball.
Penn State's going to be very deliberate on offense. They're going to work for their set offensive plays. They're going to look for special individuals. Rutgers needs to give them one shot at the basket.
Penn State also will uncork some three-pointers. Phillips knocked it away. They're not shy about shooting from three-point range.
Absolutely not.
And the anticipation by Doherty, who saved it off of Green. Great play by Lynn Doherty. This is a veteran Penn State team. You mentioned in the pregame, Kathy, that they returned 4 or 5 starters. They have experience. They know how to play the game. Eichenberg moves against Vicky Green. Now Richardson comes to help out, but Green from the foul line, no, off the rim.
See, that was another pick on the ball. They got a key on this right now. Penn State's putting some very high picks. They need to go through that pick. You can't. Eichenberg's going to start to make those shots. Penn State has missed a few shots, but they're going to start to make those shots.
Ball almost thrown away, but Phillips does save it. Robinson, turnaround, no, off the rim. Out of bounds to Penn State. Last touch by Tanya Hansen.
In Rutgers' favor right now, Penn State's field goal percentage is not its best, and that's one of the problems they had when they played Texas last week. They shot below 30% in the first half.
They've not shot well of late, as you mentioned. 46% for the season, but Coleman travels. But the last several games, it has been down in the high 30s.
One thing I like from Rutgers right away, they're playing very solid defense. They're not allowing the drive. They're drop stepping, closing off the lane.
Here's Green, looks to break the press quickly up to Hansen. Stop, pops, hits.
At the second time they broke the zone press, they did a very nice job of it. They took their time. They attacked the gap, passed the ball up the court.
Coleman. Robinson, top of the key, outside Doherty. 9-6, Rutgers by 3. Robinson on the baseline, jumper in and out. Rebound, Latanya Johnson, quick outlet to Green. Moving against Eichenberg. Top shot, puts it up, no. Gets her own rebound, saves it beautifully to DeRusse.
That's tremendous. Also, that wasn't a very good shot for her to take in the beginning, but she saved it by throwing it inbounds.
DeRusse wide open three, good.
Right now, Teresa Grant has to be very pleased the way her team is performing. They're just playing solid.
And Rutgers with its largest lead. Lady Knights by 6. 12-6. Phillips lost it. Mitchelson almost stole it. And no call. Here's Eichenberg outside. And Mitchelson leads the team in steal. They shovel it out to Phillips. Jumper, no. Rebound, Johnson. Outlet, wide open, Mitchelson. She can't catch up to it.
They're a little anxious. One of the things that Rutgers is doing right now is that they're very aggressive on the defensive end.
And there's a timeout on the floor, and the Rutgers fans are happy. 14-15 remaining. Rutgers 12 and Penn State 6. And 15 seconds remaining here in this first half. Our ace statistician, Tom Sharkey, with us again today, doing a great job. And Tom with the interesting stat about Penn State shooting here in the first half. 20% from the field, 2 of 10. Robinson 0 for 3. Credit Rutgers defense.
And Penn State shoots.
Here's Doherty. Robinson puts it up. No, dances off the rim. Rutgers the other way. DeRusse across the midcourt line. In the corner, Mitchelson. DeRusse takes the 3, traveling.
That was a little tough call on that one.
Caroline DeRusse has taken 85 three-point shots this year. So she's not shy about putting it up from out there. 33%.
She's not. So far, she's doing a very nice job handling the ball.
All right, Penn State down by 6.
Vicky Green's putting a lot of pressure on Eichenberg.
Doherty for three. No, off the rim. DeRusse pulls it away. And Rutgers running. She'll slow it up now. No! Oh, pass intercepted and traveling the call. Great anticipation by Helen Holloway, who's in the game now for Penn State, a sophomore out of Norfolk, Virginia.
And that's what Rutgers has to be careful about. They have to be careful about their passes because of the aggression of Penn State.
Green gets the rebound off the DeRusse miss. Johnson puts it up in.
We said this on the top of the show is that Latanya Johnson and Cedar Mitchison have to put it from the paint.
Three-pointer taken by Phillips, no. And Penn State has struggled from three-point range. Here's Vicky Green, great pass. It's intercepted by Doherty, who runs into the referee, and they say Penn State ball.
And Vicky Green and DeRusse have to be very careful. This is the second time that Penn State has intercepted a pass. Penn State's a smart team. They can't make those long passes and think that they're not going to go in there and try to deflect it.
Rutgers is on a 7-0 run. They're up 7-6, and they've reeled off 7 straight points. 14-6 Knights. 12:51 remaining. Doherty, foul line, wide open. No, off the rim. Eichenberg shovels underneath, and a block by Mitchelson. Phillips puts it up, no. And the foul on Penn State. They'll call it on Helen Holloway.
There is not too often in the game that you see Susan Robinson sitting on the sideline. I think Reading Paul just wanted to get her on the side, settle her down a little bit, but I'm sure you're going to see the All-American candidate come back in very soon.
There's Teresa Grant. She has to be happy with the way her team has played early in the game. Penn State has really struggled from the field. They have had several wide open shots they've just not been able to hit.
They have, but give that credit to the defense of Rutgers. Rutgers is playing a very solid game right now.
All right, Vicky Green will set it up for the Knights. And it's stolen by Eichenberg. Nice bounce pass up to Holloway, who dribbles a couple times, feeds back to Eichenberg for three, no. Rebound put up, blocked from behind. Rutgers defense outstanding. Here's Green quickly up court.
There's a little change in defense over here, and Rutgers needs to identify right real quick. 2-1-2.
Johnson throws it away. It's saved by Tina Henry in the game now, a junior 6'5", out of State College. Eichenberg.
Penn State's trying to get the offense going, but Rutgers is doing a real good job defensively, and they're having a hard time getting a good shot off.
Henry is fouled by Johnson. Tina Henry underneath.
One thing that Rutgers is going to have to be careful for when they come down the court again, Penn State is changing the defense, and they lost the ball twice going down there.
Now Rutgers will go with a smaller lineup as Latanya Johnson exits, and Cheryl Kopp comes into the game. Cheryl averaging 11 points per ball game, a junior out of Elizabeth, played at Union Catholic High School. And she, of course, was the starting point guard. A couple of injuries the last couple of seasons have really hurt her.
Oh, no question about it. She would have been, she's still a very good ball player, but her pace is that Teresa says, listen, Cheryl, you go in there, you go as hard as you can, and when you're ready to come out, come out. But the only thing Teresa's worried about, Cheryl will stay in there longer than she should stay in there, really. That was a great move by Teresa. But Teresa saw openings on the perimeter, and so she made that adjustment because Penn State made the adjustment to clog up the middle a little more, so now she's bringing in Cheryl Kopp for the outside shot. And you might not see Cheryl at the #1 position. She'll probably keep Vicky Green there.
All right, here's Kopp outside. Cross court DeRusse. Inside Hansen gets position, puts it up, no. Rebound, Penn State. Holloway wanted to let go of the big outlet, but did not. 6-point Rutgers lead, 14-8. 11:20 left first half. Here's Henry outside against Hansen. Back to Eichenberg. Moves baseline, puts it up, no. Rebound, shoveled out to Holloway. Saved by Katina Mack, who's in the game now for Penn State. Henry, hook shot, no. And Hansen the rebound. Penn State just shooting woefully.
They're doing a great job on the boards. Penn State's having to work for the shot, and there's only a few times that they'll get a second shot on Rutgers.
Outside Hansen. Here's Mitchelson. Back to Tanya. No. Cheryl Kopp tracks down the rebound.
Hansen needs to be inside. Latanya's out of the game, and that's what Ceedy was just telling Hansen, I need you inside.
Rutgers has beaten Penn State in just about every loose ball. Here's the Roos. No. Mitchelson, the rebound again, and this time she's fouled. And they'll call it on Eichenberg.
Rutgers is hitting the offensive boards very, very well. It's one of their strengths, Lou, and they're doing a very good job at it.
Kathy, I'm sorry. Penn State shooting just abysmal here in the first half. 10%, 2 of 20 from the field.
They brought in Susan Robinson and Frenchmore, who's going in for Eichenberg, who does a very nice job on the point.
All right, Vicki Green will inbound underneath the Rutgers basket.
And Jackie Donovan just came in for Lynn Doherty. Jackie Donovan is also a very good outside shooter. 5'10" forward from New Jersey.
Cheryl Kopp is open outside, declines the shot. Vicki Green, though, will take the three off the rim. Rebound Kopp, lost it. Penn State ball.
Tanya Hansen sitting down a little bit. I guess Teresa wants to rest her a little.
And the Rutgers fans trying to urge Rutgers on here, as they have gone cold recently. Jackie Donovan's number 33. Susan Robinson just clobbered by Mitchelson.
One of the things that Mitchelson and Hansen and Latanya Johnson have to be careful is that this is the problem that Hansen had when she was down in Texas. She got in foul trouble when she was out of the game. One of the big contributing factors why Rutgers lost that game, but they have to be careful because Penn State, as they see it, is going to...
There's a timeout on the floor. 9 minutes and 58 seconds remaining. First half. Rutgers 14, Penn State 8. Rutgers has really gone cold recently, though. And if it were not for Penn State's shooting woes, the Lady Lions would be right back in there.
No question, and as you can see, Renee Portland has the luxury of going deep on her bench. She went to that bench real quick, and she's the type that she's going to find the team to play on this floor, and she'll have that luxury to keep on putting people in and out to see what team is going to mesh together.
Neither team really shooting well. This is a shot outside, put up, no. Rebound, Tina Henry, partially blocked, and then she's fouled. She'll go to the line. You know, Penn State shooting only 10%, as we said, and Rutgers is only shooting 33%. So neither team really lighting it up.
No, Rutgers is getting a lot of second shots, though, and prior to Latanya going out of the game, she was a factor on the inside. And this is a good move in putting Latanya in. Latanya's hot, keep her in there and get the ball to her.
And Cedar Mitchelson sits down, Tanya Hansen back into the game. Tina Henry at the line, shooting 78% from the stripe, gets the first. Penn State, as a team, shooting pretty well from the free throw line, 76%. LaDon Eccles comes into the game, and Vicki Green will sit down. Eccles is a senior out of Los Angeles, 5'6".
And today is Tina Henry's birthday, 21 years old.
She hits 1 of 2. She would like a nice birthday present with a Penn State road victory. Cheryl Kopp brings it across. Eccles, beautiful pass into Hansen, but then it's blocked by Henry, and she does that a lot. She has 21 on the year. Quick outlet, up court, put in, no, offensive foul. Katina Mack called for the charge.
Cheryl Kopp did a great job going down there, cutting off the lane, cutting off the drive.
No basket.
Now with Eccles in the game, you will see Cheryl at point position.
14-9 the score. It's been a long time since Rutgers has scored. Game started off like a house of fire. It was 7-5 with 2 minutes gone by, but since then, things have slowed down.
Well, Tanya used to get in there low.
DeRoos for three, no. Henry the rebound. Quickly up court, Penn State. Donovan outside. Pass Robinson, moves against Hansen, and puts it up, no. Rebound Henry, puts it up, no. Johnson gets the rebound. And Penn State's abysmal shooting continues.
But granted, Hansen pushed Susan Robinson to the baseline. The only thing is that Tanya has to keep Tina Henry away. She got that offensive rebound. She could have scored on that.
Here's Kopp outside.
Penn State's playing a very tight 2-3. They're not giving Rutgers the positioning on the post, which what Rutgers had in the beginning of the game. That's why they did so well.
Jenny Kretschmar got it up court. No call. Rini Portland furious. Here's LaDon Eccles. Knocked away. A sloppy game right now. DeRoos saves in the corner. Johnson lost it. And the foul on Penn State. Penn State fans are not happy.
Neither is Rini Portland over there. But Rini made that adjustment on defense, and give her credit to why Rutgers hasn't been scoring in these last few minutes over there. She's really clogged up the middle and not allowing LaTanya or Tanya Hansen position in the post.
Ball knocked away by Penn State. Rutgers ball. That foul was on Susan Robinson. That's her first, each team with 14 fouls here in the first half. 8:04 remaining. 14-9, Rutgers. An extremely low scoring first half. Cheryl Kopp, wide open jumper, no. Rebound to Roos, knocked out of bounds. Penn State ball. Vicki Green comes in and Cheryl Kopp goes out.
Both coaches are making very good adjustments with their squads. This game is changing back and forth.
Jenny Kretschmar, now they give it to Katina Mack. Robinson, wide open jumper, good. That's the first Penn State basket in a long time. It's a 3-point game, 14-11, 7.5 remaining. Penn State wanted to travel on DeRoos, no call. Knocked away by Henry and the steal.
So this is what Penn State does very good. LaTanya Johnson has to go and receive the ball, not stand it, but Tina Henry just deflected that away.
And traveling on Robinson.
What's happening right now with Rutgers, their defense is doing a fairly decent job. It's their offense. They're not creating offensive opportunities. And you can't stand there on an experienced Penn State team. You have to go move to the ball, and you have to assume your positions.
Just saw a shot at Coach Grentz in the heat of battle. This is a intense game. DeRoos' 2-point shot doesn't go, and Henry the rebound. And Penn State can cut it to 1, or with a 3-point shot, tie it up. 14-11 the score. Foul on Eccles.
See, what LaDon wants to do at that point, she's done a great job on Jenny Kretschmar, but she doesn't need to reach in. Reaching in, Jenny Kretschmar wants excellent foul. She's just going to get on the line, and there's the 2 points right there. So LaDon just needs to give her room, put a lot of pressure on her, force her outside the key.
And Teresa Grantz wants to talk it over. Timeout called by Rutgers, and a timeout on the floor. 6:54 remaining. Rutgers 14, Penn State 11. Leading Penn State. And these two teams, high-scoring teams, so this very uncharacteristic for them, such a low-scoring first half. Penn State averaging 82 points a game, and Rutgers 76. They're way off that pace.
Well, credit both defenses are doing a good job, and they're putting a lot of pressure on the shooters on both sides.
And Robinson throws it away. The defense has been tenacious on both sides.
And that's a typical example. When you could stop Susan Robinson, you're doing a good job.
That's the 7th Penn State turnover here in the first half. LaDon Eccles, cross court, Green, open momentarily, out to DeRoos. Inside Hansen, got position, gorgeous pass to Johnson, who can't score. And then the foul, I think, is on Rutgers. It'll be on LaTanya Johnson over the back. That'll be her second.
I thought that was a very nice play by Hansen. LaTanya needs to make those shots. Needs to use that left and give that soft touch.
Rutgers with 16 fouls. Robinson, jumper, no. Johnson lost the rebound. Robinson gets it back, shovels it up, no. A wild shot. Here comes DeRoos the other way. It's a 2-on-1 for Rutgers. Lost the ball. And Robinson goes the other way. Rutgers gets back. Eccles steals. A bizarre
Rutgers needs to
sequence.
Yeah, Rutgers needs to settle down. Look for a good shot right now. They could use a basket.
Eccles has traveling is the call. About to say she had it knocked away.
Yeah, but Lou, see, this is the sloppy play that Rutgers tends to get into sometimes, and they really need to settle down and really need to work that ball around better.
Rutgers has 12 first half turnovers. 14-11. 5.5 remaining. Still Penn State ball.
On that play there, Susie Robinson was a set play for Doherty to go baseline, and Susie, instead of looking and seeing if she was there, she wasn't. That's when the ball was deflected.
Katina Mack. Jumper good. That's a 2-point basket for Jackie Donovan, sophomore out of Stratford, New Jersey. New Jersey lady.
Yeah, Doherty and Donovan, they are excellent outside shooters.
Hansen puts it up in and out. Basket has a lid on it.
See, but
The foul on Mitchelson.
what's happening right now, and Rutgers has to be careful, they're not staying with their shot. They're shooting and they're leaving right away. You got to stay with your shot and have confidence that you're going to make it, and that's what's happening on a few of their shots.
14-13 the score, and Penn State can take the lead here as Susan Robinson goes to the line. She is an excellent foul shooter, as we talked about earlier, 89% from the stripe.
Penn State's adjustments on defense are very evident. Rutgers is not getting the second shots as they did earlier in the game.
Robinson hits the first. We're tied at 14. She now has 5 points after a very slow start. And Susan will get another. Second is on the way. Good. Penn State's first lead of the game. Lady Lions lead 15-14. They are on a 9-0 run. Hansen shovels back outside to Roos. Green in the corner. Back to Hansen. And the foul before the shot.
That was a nice offensive set there. I thought Tanya Hansen had very nice positioning. It was a good pass, and unfortunately for Rutgers, she was fouled prior to the shot.
For Penn State, just their 5th team foul, so Rutgers not shooting yet. Hansen out to Green. Eccles, dangerous pass to Hansen, then the block by Henry, but the foul. Henry thought she got it, but they nail her. That's her second and the 6th Penn State team foul. Four minutes and 49 seconds remaining, and some wholesale changes for Penn State.
Well, Kathy Phillips just came in for Tina Henry, and Tina Henry did an excellent job in the first half. She had some critical rebounds in there, and she was a force on defense.
Here's Tanya Hansen at the line. She'll shoot 2. First, good. Rattles it home. Tanya not having a spectacular year from the line. 66%.
Another adjustment that Renee Portland made was to put in Dana Eichenberg for Jenny Frenchmar.
DeRusse got the rebound, and Eichenberg on the foul. That's the 7th team foul on Penn State, so Rutgers will shoot. Caroline DeRusse at the line.
And Jenny Frenchmar is back in for Eichenberg, so it's a quick foul on her part.
DeRusse 83% from the line, hits the first. And Rutgers has regained the lead. Lady Knights lead 16-15. Second on the way, good.
And Lynn Doherty is back in for Jackie Donovan.
Outside, here is Coleman, drives to the hoop, no, rebound Eccles, outlet Green. Rutgers by a deuce, and they look to improve on that lead. And Coach Grentz gives some signals to Eccles. Here's DeRusse outside. Inside Hansen, puts it up, short. Foul is on...
Looks like Cedar Mitchelson.
Yeah, I think it's on Rutgers. And it is on Mitchelson. That's her third. That's Cedar's third. And Penn State will shoot.
That's going to hurt Rutgers. Cedar's done a great job in defensively and offensively. But a key to Penn State's defense is that Tanya had a good shot. She took a good shot. She missed it. And Susie Robinson boxed her out there. So they're doing they made some very good adjustments on the defensive end.
Now Lynn Doherty's at the line, 86%. Good free throw shooter. First is no good. Rebound Johnson. And Hansen gives to Eccles. Boy, both shooting from the field and the free throw line has been down in this game. Hansen on the baseline. Back to Eccles. Green lost it. Robinson picks it. And now Penn State almost loses it. Quickly is Kretschmar. In the lane, lays it up in. We're tied at 17. 3:40 remaining. Hansen hammered in the backcourt. Kretschmar on the foul.
Both teams are playing a little helter-skelter here.
It's been a sloppy first half, and there's no really two ways about it if you analyze it. A lot of turnovers, a lot of errant passes, and of course, the miserable shooting from the field. It has not been artistic.
It's been miserable shooting, but also that they've been playing some hard-nosed defense. These gals out here have been giving it all they got on both sides, and when you have that kind of defense, you're forced to make some bad shots.
Tanya Hansen, averaging nearly 21 points a game, has just 3 here in the first half. Also 4 rebounds. She'll shoot 1 and 1. Her first is on the way, and good. She'll get another one.
No one has been able to take control of this game.
Rutgers had the chance early. They were up by 7 points. But then the Lady Knights went cold, and Penn State came back. Second, good. Here's Robinson outside. Stolen by Green. Penn State ball. Coach Brentz disagrees.
She's going to make her point known.
All right. Kretschmar outside. Now a foul on Rutgers. Vicky Green. That's her first, but it sends Penn State to the line.
You gotta like Rutgers. You gotta like they are an aggressive team, and they're playing their game very, very important. They gotta continue to do that. They can't ease up, because that's what's forcing Penn State out of their offense, is Rutgers' aggression.
Doherty can't hit the first. Rebound knocked around. Foul on Penn State. Kathy Phillips.
If there's one thing that Renee Portland said she needed to do, was keep Rutgers off the offensive boards and shoot better from the field and the line. And that's one of the things they're not doing very well right now. Doherty is an excellent shooter, excellent shooter. For her to miss that foul shot is quite unusual.
LaTanya Johnson goes to the line. 59% from the free throw line. She'll shoot a 1 and 1. 4.6 rebounds today for LaTanya. Concentration, free throw, no. And she has struggled at the line. Rutgers still up by a bucket, 19-17. 3:20 left the first half. Susan Robinson short. Doherty puts it up and in. And we're tied at 19, our third tie at the first half.
Yeah, there's a tough matchup out there. LaTanya Johnson's covering Susan Robinson. Susan missed that shot, but she had daylight out there. She made that shot.
Here's Green, knocked away. Coleman quickly up court. Drives, lays it up in. 21-19. Eccles dumps back for DeRoos. 2:40 left. Goes outside. Green, top of the key. Tanya Johnson. Hansen, foul line jumper. Good.
Good shot. She stayed her shot. She had great follow through on that.
Tied at 21. 2:20 left first half. Kretschmar outside. Makes the jump shot. Now finds Robinson at the top of the circle. Throws up a shot that is short, way off. Almost looked like Robinson wasn't sure if she was going to shoot or pass in that situation.
Robinson seems a little disillusioned right now. She doesn't, if you look at her face, she doesn't seem like She doesn't know what's happening. Some critical shots.
She's 1 for 9 from the field. I mean, this is an All-American, folks. She's having a tough game. There's no doubt about it.
Even All-Americans have tough games.
Sure they do. Here's DeRusse on the foul line. Does not get the roll. And a big collision between Hanson and Doherty, and no call. Gretchen throws inside Robinson. Traveling.
That was excellent defense by LT. She stopped Robinson right in the paint.
1:47 left first half. Cheryl Kopp will bring it across.
You know, defensively, Rutgers is doing a nice job. They really need to get better shots offensively.
We're tied at 21. Here's Kopp inside. Hanson, turnaround, put it in.
That's a better shot.
NRU by 2. 23-21, a minute 20 remaining. Here's Kretschmar. Coleman, top of the key. Drives in the paint, lays it up, no. Rebound, Johnson. She's playing a heck of a game on the board. DeRusse to Green, one-on-one, lays it up, and in!
That's what you call a big basket.
And Rutgers by 4. 25-21, ladies. Here's Kretschmar outside. Three-pointer, no. Back tap to Coleman. 45 seconds remaining. 15 seconds difference on the shot clock. Kretschmar being played by Kopp. Robinson for 3, yes. Susan Robinson, nothing but net. 30 seconds left in the half.
That was an All-American shot. I mean, she had Tanya Hanson was right on her.
25 for Rutgers by 1. And the Lady Knights can take the last shot of the first half. We're down to 15 seconds remaining.
It's a big shot that Cheryl Kopp is falling for right now. A good shot.
DeRusse for 3. And that's it. First half has come to an end, much to the delight of the Rutgers fans. The score, Rutgers 28. Penn State 24, back with halftime activities in just a moment.
Take their time on offensive score. You know, Penn State's not getting bad shots. They're just not shooting very well. And as far as Rutgers, what Rutgers needs to do is Rutgers needs to get the ball in the paint. Earlier in the game, I said that they need around 25 points between Cedar Mitchelson and Tanya Johnson. They only have 11 points. They need to get the ball inside. So those both players, they need to have Kathy Phillips foul Tanya, foul Cedar, put them on the line.
All right, we begin half number 2, and Penn State moves left to right on your screen. Dana Eichen with the ball. The bounce pass in the corner to Lynn Doherty, being played by DeRusse. Out to the top of the key. Eichenberg pops and hits. So Penn State starts the second half very much the way they want to, and very different from half number 1. Rutgers by 2, 28-26. Here's DeRusse.
Penn State's in a man-to-man. The first time they've shown a man-to-man today's game.
Hanson gets nice position and scores. Rutgers by 4, 30-26. Doherty. Phillips, same starting lineup for Penn State. Robinson, Phillips, Doherty inside, wide open, puts it up. No. Johnson the rebound.
They got to watch out for that switch. Doherty and Susan Robinson switched. Latanya had Doherty and was unaware of that for a minute. It almost they almost capitalized on it.
Phillips, Doherty inside. Robinson up front for Penn State. The backcourt is Eichenberg and Coleman.
Now here's a different complexion for Penn State. Penn State went man-to-man. I'm a little surprised about it because I think Rutgers plays very good man-to-man offense. If Rutgers starts to capitalize on that, Greeny will make that adjustment right away and go back to his own.
The Rutgers players out there, Vicki Green, the guard, and the same starters that started the game, Latanya Johnson, Mitchelson, DeRusse, and Hanson. Seems to be a problem. Teresa Grenson and Remy Portland talking to the officials at midcourt. What the problem might be. Both coaches seem satisfied, though, as they walk away. 8 15 minutes and 48 seconds remaining here, second half. And the referee's laughing about it too, so it couldn't have been anything really serious. Here's DeRoos off the inbound. Hansen. Rusita Mitchelson's hands. A bullet pass. Coach Grintz with hands on hips. Doesn't want the second half to begin that way for Rutgers. Here's Eichenberg, calls the signals. Being played by Vicky Green defensively. Carla Coleman at the top of the key. Angles left. Now moves to the hoop, puts it up, blocked by Hansen. And Tanya brings it out. She'll set it up. Cross court to DeRoos. Fakes the three. DeRoos for three. No, off the back rim. Hansen with the rebound. Green back to Tanya.
Rutgers needs to capitalize on this man-to-man defense because they do a good job on their man-to-man offense. They need to get the ball inside.
DeRoos. Hansen for no. Rebound underneath Doherty.
Now, when you see Penn State coming down, watch them look for short little picks.
Robinson for three, no, off the rim. And again, both teams cold here in the second half. Beautiful give and go, but they'll call the travel on Eichenberg.
Rutgers needs to identify this right away. You feel that Penn State has some very set offenses that they want to run, and Rutgers has lost a couple of girls before, so they need to be very, very careful.
Vicky Green streaks across the midcourt line. Bounce past to Mitchelson, knocked away. It'll be Rutgers' possession on the alternating arrow.
That was a typical example, Lou, of Tanya Hansen needs to step out and seal her girl on her back and receive the ball. At that point, Robinson went right there to try to steal the ball.
Inside, Johnson lost it. And State defense tough here at the opening moments of the second half. And they throw it away, does Penn State. Mitchelson intercepts. A sloppy beginning.
Neither team really seems confident in what they're doing or they feel comfortable in their sets.
DeRoos into Hansen. Turner. Oh, no. Still a 4-point Rutgers lead. Bounce past Robinson. Puts it up. Traveling.
Rutgers is doing a nice job on Robinson. Before they might have had problems in coming down, but they're really closing off the lane, and they're really putting a lot of pressure on Penn State on their fast break. Penn State hasn't had very many fast break attempts today.
Renee Portland makes an early change trying to get some life into the offense. Tina Henry in the game. Kathy Phillips comes out. Here's Tanya Hansen inside. Johnson intercepted by Coleman. Good anticipation. Carla Coleman, quick backcourt player for Penn State. Henry, turnaround, in and out. And Hansen the rebound. Outlet to Green, and she throws it away.
See, now, at this point right now, Rutgers is their own worst enemy. They're the ones that are making the mistakes. They've had a number of bad passes just in the short time in the second half, and they really need to control it. They're passing the ball. They're trying to pass the ball through Penn State players, and they can't do it.
Rutgers has 4 turnovers in less than 4 minutes of play here in the second half. And Tanya Hansen comes out. Cheryl Kopp in. Robinson hits a 2-point jumper.
I think that if DeRoos plays Robinson, that would be a very, very tough assignment for her, and I think DeRoos has done a great job defensively so far this game. But I think that would be a very tough assignment for her.
30-28. Vicky Green outside. Cheryl Kopp. Green fires, no. Rebound, Coleman. Penn State on this possession. Carla Coleman knifes through the defense, lays it up, no. Rebound, Mitchelson. Four and a half minutes gone by in this second half.
Penn State's playing the very wide 2-3.
DeRoos into Johnson, tried to force it into Mitchelson. Robinson knocks it away. Up ahead to Coleman. Eichenberg, top of the key. Bounce pass Robinson. Nice move in the lane, hooks it up short. The foul is on Rutgers, and Susan Robinson will go to the line. And she can give the Lady Lions a tie as she'll shoot 2. Tanya Hansen back in the game. LaTanya Johnson sits down.
I think with this lineup, with Tanya Hansen in the game, you'll see Tanya inside more. Now, they need that. Rutgers has not scored from inside for a while, and that's the area that Penn State was most concerned about is how many points can they score in the paint, and Rutgers really needs to capitalize on that now.
Susan Robinson hits the first 89% free throw shooter. She rarely misses. Robinson 12 points today, 5 for 5 on the free throw line. She'll get another. Second is on the way, good. Tied at 30. Nearly 5 minutes into the second half. Cheryl Kopp across the midcourt line. Rutgers led by 4 at halftime. Bounce pass outside, Vicky Green. Inside Hansen, bounce, turn around, off the glass in.
That's their game. That's what they need to do. They need to get the ball to Hansen inside.
And the Lady Knights up by 2 again, 32-30. Here's Robinson, shovels underneath. Ball knocked away. Kopp comes out of there with it. But Eichenberg and Kopp going for it. The call is Penn State out of bounds. Rutgers ball. Great hustle by Cheryl Kopp. And a timeout on the floor. 14 minutes, 26 seconds remaining, second half. The score, Rutgers 32, Penn State 30. 5 turnovers. Penn State will inbound the ball.
Rutgers really needs to start to try to take control of this game right now if they want to win it. They can't. Penn State's an excellent team, and they're great on coming back, and they have in a lot of games, and they really need to set the momentum right here.
And Doherty for 3.
And that, I think the crowd, Teresa doesn't like that either, because that looked like a moving pick on Tina Henry's part. Tina was moving. That's how Doherty got free on that ball.
Doherty, a good three-point shooter, 38% from three-point range. And Penn State leads by 1. Here's Hansen, turn around, no. And knocked out of bounds by Robinson. It'll be Lady Knight ball. 13:46 left, second half. Penn State by 1, 33-32. Kopp off the inbound. DeRoos for 3, fires, no. And Doherty the rebound. Penn State up court. Dana Eichenberg, who has been quiet in this game. Here's Coleman being played by DeRoos. Here's Eichenberg for 3, no. DeRoos knocks it over to Kopp. Good job by Caroline DeRoos.
Absolutely. Caroline is playing a very good defensive game. Very good. Teresa wants that club to take a good shot.
And the foul inside.
See, this is where Rutgers can really take advantage of Penn State. Get the ball inside. Cena Mitchell's inside, she gets fouled immediately, and that's where you want to take. You want to try to take Henry out of the game. You want to try to take Robinson out of the game, and that's what Penn State fears.
Tina Henry, her 3rd foul. She'll come out of the game now. Kathy Phillips replaces her. Henry's given Penn State some solid quality minutes off the bench here today.
She sure has. She's done an excellent job.
Cheryl Kopp with a short jump shot from outside. Doesn't make the rim, and here comes Penn State up by 1. Chance to pad the lead. Outside jumper, Donovan, good! Inside the 3-point line. It's a 2-point shot. Penn State by 3. Lady Lions with their largest lead of the game, and the Rutgers fans are trying to get Rutgers pumped up. Here's Hansen outside. Green, top of the key. Kopp eyes the basket from 3-point range, doesn't go though. Here's DeRoos for 3. No, in and out. Kopp gets the rebound, keeps it alive, lost it.
Oh, that's a tough call. That was a tough call because Eichenberg seemed not to give Cheryl Kopp rule. And in the book, you need to give them rules to turn around.
Rutgers, Cheryl Kopp.
One thing that Penn State's doing very effectively is that they're looking for their free girl.
Robinson misses the jumper. Rutgers the other way. Here's Cheryl Kopp across the midcourt line. Vicky Green in the corner. Back to Kopp. Outside DeRoos. Hansen. Mitchelson, baseline jumper, good! Penn State still by one. Doherty for three off the back rim. Ball knocked away and knocked out of bounds by Caroline DeRoos.
That seemed like a rush shot from Doherty. This is not indicative of Penn State at this point where they're coming down and shooting real quick. They like to usually set up good offensive sets for their key individual shooters.
You saw that mask on Caroline DeRoos. We'll talk about that later. Doherty puts it up and in. DeRoos took some shots to the nose earlier in the year and has to wear that protective mask. Doctors say she must wear it to play.
And it's very inhibiting when you have to play with that on your face.
Meanwhile, Penn State by three, 37-34. Here's DeRoos on the baseline, outside Green. Three-pointer, no. Rebound DeRoos. Nice job, keeps the ball alive. Inside Hansen, lost it, gets it back. Cheryl Kopp, jumper, yes.
Rutgers really needs to get the ball inside. I can't emphasize that enough. When they do, that's when they're successful. Of course, that was an excellent shot by Cheryl Kopp.
Penn State by one, 37-36. Under 11 minutes left in the game. Here's Doherty outside. Phillips has it knocked away by Kopp. Gets it back. Jackie Donovan and Eichenberg sets up the play. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Puts it up in, banks it home. Nice shot by Dana Eichenberg, who's been quiet throughout most of the game.
She has been quiet, but a lot of them are coming through. It's not one player right now. It's either Donovan or Eichenberg or Doherty, and that's the advantage that Penn State has. They have a lot of players to go to.
39-36. Penn State by three. Here's Kopp outside Hansen. Dumps it to Green. Three-point shot. No, off the back rim.
Penn State has really elevated their level of pressure defensively. They're really putting a lot of pressure on Rutgers, forced them to take quick shots.
Traveling a call on Lynn Doherty. Substitution for the Lady Lions. Helen Holloway back in the game, the sophomore from Norfolk. There's Coach Grentz with some instructions. And Vicky Green across the midcourt line. Halfway through the second half. Penn State by three, 39-36. Kopp to DeRoos. And the foul on the Lions. Jackie Donovan commits the personal.
And Jackie Donovan really doesn't want to have a foul like that. That was more or less a foolish foul because DeRoos is an 80% free throw shooter.
That is Penn State's second foul. And we have a timeout on the floor. 9:51 remaining second half. Penn State 39, Rutgers 36. Rutgers shooting poorly in the second half. Lady Ice just 29% and 0 for 5 from three-point range. Penn State much better here in the second half, 47%, but DeRoos hits.
Well, you know what happened before offensively? They weren't shooting. We had players like Vicky Green taking the shots, and really the only two pure shooters on this team were Cheryl Kopp and DeRoos.
Tied at 39. Phillips saves. Back to Eichenberg in the lane. Scoops it up, in, and the foul. Yes, and it counts, and Eichenberg will go to the line.
Eichenberg made a great move down the lane on DeRoos. Earlier was saying that Eichenberg really wasn't a factor in the first half, and she's come back and she's made some really clutch baskets for Penn State down the line.
Dana Eichenberg, the senior point guard, 5'8", out of Greenwich, Connecticut, shooting 78% from the line. She'll shoot one and can't hit, but the rebound, Holloway keeps it alive for Penn State. Big rebound. Here's Doherty for three, short. Gets the rebound, knocked away by Hansen. Still Penn State ball. 41-39. 2-point Penn State lead. 9:16 left.
Well, you know, Rutgers has given Penn State now 3 shots at the basket, and they really have to be careful.
Outside, Doherty. Here's Donovan, hits. Penn State has its largest lead. And Hansen throws it away. Another Rutgers turnover. That hurts here in the second half. 22nd turnover of the game.
Oh, we always alluded to that. That was one of their problem spots is their ball handling skills.
Doherty out to Phillips. Kathy takes the jumper, no. Rebound DeRoos. On the foul on Penn State. When Doherty.
Carolyn DeRoos has really elevated her defensive game. She's really doing a nice job on the boards. At this point, Reedy Portland's Lady Lions are doing what they have to do. They're being very aggressive defensively, and they're really aggressive offensively. And now Rutgers has to settle down themselves.
Rutgers 8-1 at the Rutgers Athletic Center here this year. Their only loss to Miami, and they've beaten Penn State 7 straight times here at the RAC. They play very well here, and they have to come from behind here today to pull off another win.
One thing you got to say, look, Penn State's defense is keeping them above the three-point line. They're not letting them penetrate the ball below that, and you got to give them credit for that.
Well, Penn State, as you mentioned, has been hurt by inside play, and something Reedy Portland knew coming in that Rutgers' strong inside game would be a factor. So she's keen on it.
No question. And they're doing an excellent job at it.
Penn State can go up by 6 here, or maybe 7 with a three-pointer. Holloway, nice move in the paint. Puts it up and draws the foul.
One thing about Penn State's offense, there's not one option, there's not two options, but there's 3 or 4 options, and they're the type of experienced team that they're going to run the offense all the way through to exhaust all options.
Tanya Hansen talking about it. Rutgers' 4th team foul. And for Tanya, her 2nd. Helen Holloway goes to the line. Sophomore out of Norfolk, Virginia. She'll shoot 2. And her first is on the way. Good. Penn State pads the lead. This is an important game, obviously, for both teams. Penn State, because they need as many wins as possible to get an at-large bid to the NCAA tournament, since they are not in conference play this year. And for Rutgers, this is a home game, and they need a win at home. They need to win their home games.
And they also play a nationally ranked team. They haven't been a nationally ranked team all year. If they have any expectations of getting into the playoffs, they need to fare well in this game.
Foul inside. Holloway guarding against Hansen. And for Penn State, that'll be the Lady Lions' 4th team foul. A non-shooting foul is Penn State is not over the limit.
One thing we talked about before is that when the ball does go inside, Penn State has a tendency to foul the girl inside, and that's one of the simple things that Rutgers really needs to exploit on right now. Get the ball inside, let them foul you. She's on the line.
Eccles has it stolen, but then Donovan on the line. So Eccles will inbound. Finds DeRoos. Rutgers needs a hoop. Hansen, short jumper, good. Gets the roll.
That's what they need. They need Hansen inside.
45-41, 7:40 left in the game. Phillips, baseline, little reverse underneath, doesn't go. Johnson lost it, saved, a big collision, ball still loose. Who's got it?
Rutgers.
Rutgers ball.
You always like to see two teams work hard, and these two teams are working very, very hard today. It might not be pretty at some times, but they're working awfully hard.
And of course, they play very intense when they play each other. We talked about the rivalry at the outset of the show.
Well, look at this defense on Penn State. It's really forcing Rutgers to keep the ball above the three-point line.
Green can't hit from outside, and Penn State the other way. Here's Coleman, moves to the hoop, has it stripped by Hansen. Great defensive play.
And Renee Portland didn't like that. She's picking up the ball, giving it to the ref, and giving him a few words.
And
she wants a timeout.
She wants a timeout. Renee Portland wants to talk it over, settle her team down, and also give the referee an earful. 6:53 left, second half, timeout on the floor. Penn State 45 and Rutgers 41. Second half, 45-41, Penn State over Rutgers. Here's Coleman outside. Eichenberg, top of the key. Bounce pass, Phillips puts it up, way off, and Hansen pulls it out of the air. Here's DeRoos, Rutgers down by 4. Into Johnson, lays it up and in.
You know, what's always a good indication is that when a team comes out after a timeout, what does the coach say? And obviously, Teresa said something to her team.
Rutgers running the floor, pushing the ball up court. Here's Coleman, moves baseline. The foul before the shot will be on LaDon Eccles.
And one thing LaDon Eccles can't do with Coleman. Coleman's an excellent ball handler. And LaDon is bumping her instead of dropping down to the lane and forcing her to cross over with her dribble.
That's the 15th foul on Rutgers.
And one thing you don't want to do, Penn State are excellent foul shooters. And if they go into the one-on-one situation, Rutgers will be in trouble.
Off the inbounds, nicely done. Coleman lays it up and in. And Penn State again by 4. There's Eccles across the midcourt line. Almost stolen by Donovan. Green does retrieve. Rutgers needs to settle it down here. Here's Eccles. Outside Green. DeRoos, top of the key. Johnson. Inside Hansen. One bounce, put up, in.
That's what they need to do. They need to bring the ball down the sideline. They're trying to make too many passes from the top of the key.
47-45. Penn State by a bucket. 5:30 remaining in the game. And the Rutgers fans call for defense.
Penn State is setting up one of their offensive sets right now. You can see they're very patient. They're looking.
Shoveled outside, Donovan. 2-point shot, just inside the circle.
Donovan's been a money player for Penn State today. She gets that ball, she sets, she shoots. 2 points.
And a New Jersey native out of Stratford, New Jersey. Here's Green outside. DeRoos. Eccles, baseline, lost it. Threw it away. Coleman down court, leaves it in. Penn State by 6.
That was a bad pass by Eccles. They lost the possession on that point. Now you're going to see Kopp coming in.
4:40 remaining in the game. Now Penn State by 6 points. Lady Lions' largest lead. Inside Hansen, fouled. Trying to get position, and I think they got Susan Robinson on that one.
Rutgers only, with 4 minutes to go and down by 6 points, they really need to get it inside. Cheryl's coming back in, and remember, Teresa doesn't have the luxury to keep the Cheryl in. Cheryl's on the bench for reasons, so now Cheryl probably feels she can come back in physically, and I think you'll see changes on the offense.
Green to DeRoos. Here's Kopp. Caroline DeRoos, nice move, jump shot, short. Now Penn State can go up by 8. Rutgers needs to clamp it on the D. 4:20 remaining. Cedar Mitchelson sets to report back in. Outside shot, no. And DeRoos brings it across. 4 minutes left in the game. Rutgers needs a hoop here. Here's Kopp for 3. Good!
You know, when Kopp's in the game, you feel a stabilizing force on offense. You seem Rutgers play smarter.
Cheryl Kopp, an outstanding three-point shooter. 53% from three-point range. She can light it up out there. Hasn't taken many this year, but when she does pop it, She's good more than half the time.
Well, you know, a lot of times when you have responsibilities as a point guard and the general on the court, you don't think of yourself as a shooter. And Cheryl is a very good shooter. What I think that Cheryl needs to do right now is get the ball to the sideline. They're not very effective. Rutgers has not been effective this whole game in making passes from the top of the key into the paint. Get it to the sideline, pump it in above the hash mark to Hanson or to LaTanya Johnson, and work your way back into the game that way.
You know, we talked about Cheryl Kopp, and she has made a contribution here in the second half. 4 rebounds out of the guard position, 5 points, all here in the second half. The Scarlet Knight feels much better about things as his club is within 3, and the Rutgers pep band always doing an outstanding job as well. It's been an interesting game, played in spurts almost. Beginning of the game, the first 2 minutes of the contest looked like we might have a very high-scoring affair. Then things bogged down. A good spurt at the end of the second half. Second half started the end of the first half. Let me back up. And then the beginning of the second half, again, a slow start. Now things have picked up again a little bit.
They have, and you know, I give credit to both these coaches. Excellent coaches. They both kept on making adjustments with their personnel, with their offenses and defenses, and they keep each one thinking.
You know, 2 veteran, well-respected head coaches, and again, that experience. They have been through many important games.
I think this Tina Henry's in the game right now, and she was very effective in that first half against Rutgers.
3:35 remaining in the game. Outside is Coleman. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Jumper short. Hanson the rebound, and a big, important rebound.
And that was very good defensive boxing out positioning on Rutgers.
3:20 remaining. Cheryl Kopp angles left. Inside Hanson. Fouled before the shot. No basket. Although Coach Grantz thinks it should have counted. I think they're going to wave it off, though.
Well, she has to work for it, at least, you know.
Actually, Teresa thought it was an intentional foul. She was giving the intentional foul signal. And no call. Donovan does get the foul, the personal. DeRoos steals the inbounds, puts it up in.
That was an outstanding play by DeRoos.
1-point game. This one's going down to the wire, folks. 51-50 Penn State. Here's Robinson outside. 3-pointer, Eichenberg, no. DeRoos the rebound. And Rutgers can take the lead with 2:45 left. Kopp puts it up, traveling the call.
Teresa didn't like that call. She thought that Kopp was hit coming down the lane.
Just take a look at that last shot we had. That tells you how intense this game is. Both of these teams want this one badly. 2.5 remaining. Bounce pass Robinson. Back to Eichenberg. Double pump fake. Ball knocked away. Rutgers gets it. 2:20 left. Penn State by 1. 51-50. The Rutgers bench is alive. Vicky Green to Kopp. Rutgers can take the lead with a bucket here.
Teresa's calling the play on the sideline, wanting her team to work the ball around.
Ball knocked out of bounds. And Rutgers will get it back with just 8 seconds, though, left on the shot clock. So keep in mind, they'll have to get one up quickly.
And this is a key substitution. Lynn Doherty is back in for Coleman, and she's an outside shooter.
DeRoos hits the free and the foul. What a shot by Caroline DeRoos from 3-point range. This could be a 4-point play for Rutgers as she stands at the free throw line. 83% free throw shooter. Good. Rutgers by 3.
Lou, the rec hasn't been on fire like this for over a year, I think.
DeRoos with 19 points, 5 3-point baskets. Lady Knights by 3. The pressure's now on Penn State. Tina Henry, top of the key. Outside Robinson. Angles, baseline, forces it, and draws the foul. Cheryl Kopp called for the personal, and it stops the clock with 1:38 left in the game.
Oh, what happened on that play, Cheryl Kopp was in a great help position. She did a good job because if she didn't step in and help, Robinson would have went flat to the basket. And Teresa once again is not pleased with that call. I don't know if she's pleased with any calls today, but it was a tight, it was a little touch foul. At least that's what she feels.
Robinson at the line will shoot 2.
Now Robinson's an excellent free throw shooter, but always in these cases, you have to box out your girls and look for the rebound.
Carla Coleman back in the game for Penn State. Robinson again, 89%, and she will shoot into a sea of red, but hits the first. 14 points for her today, 7 of 7 from the line. And she can draw Penn State to within 1. And the second, good. 1-point game. Renee Portland calls timeout. We'll keep it right here. 1:38 remaining. Rutgers 54, Penn State 53. Lots of time left in this one.
Oh, there certainly is. You're talking about, one time you would think that Penn State was starting to take command of the game, and Rutgers came right back.
Of course, the key basket, the 3-point shot, and the foul. Caroline DeRoos, who made it a 4-point play. Here we go. Cheryl Kopp across the midcourt line. 1:30 left in the game.
Penn State in a very tight man-to-man.
Tough defense by the Lady Lions. Rutgers struggling here. Here's Green back to Hanson. Just 10 seconds left on the shot clock. And Rutgers needs to work hard for a shot. Mitchelson dumps it. Hanson foul on Kathy Phillips. Tough foul for Penn State. Not a lot of time left on the shot clock.
And Rutgers is lucky at that point because, they had 10 seconds on the clock, and Vicki Green had the ball way above the top of the key there, and it was good pass by Cedar right into Tanya.
Kathy Phillips' second personal, and Penn State's 7th team foul. It will send Tanya Hanson to the line, and she'll shoot 1-1. Big free throws here. And she hits the first. She'll get another. Hanson, 18 points today. Also 8 rebounds and 2 blocks. She's an All-American candidate herself. Hits the second.
Now at this point, Penn State's down by 3 points, but they just need 2 shots right now because there's still time on the clock. They'll get another possession at it.
Penn State by 3, 56-53, 1 minute left in the game. Here's Doherty, bounce pass to Robinson at the foul line. Forces it up, puts it up, knocked away, jump ball. It'll be Penn State ball. In the excitement, I incorrectly gave the wrong score. Of course, it's Rutgers by 3, not Penn State by 3, my apologies. Rutgers 56, Penn State 53.
Watch out for the set out of bounds play. Right there.
Coleman puts it up, draws the foul. She'll go to the line.
This is where Penn State excels so much. They have a number of out-of-bounds plays where they run the girl right off the pick to take the shot, and right there, Carla Coleman was there for an easy 2 points. Fortunately for Rutgers, she missed it, but she's going to go on the line for 2.
Now, Coleman, not a great free throw shooter. 67% from the line, but she will have 2 shots. Her first is good. She'll get another. 56-54. Coleman, 7 points today. Hits the second. 1-point game. Rutgers 56, Penn State 55.
At this point, Rutgers just needs to look for 2 shots. If they make 2, they'll be up by 3.
37 seconds left in the game. Here's Green to Kopp. Top of the key. Mitchelson almost lost it. Only 8 seconds on the shot clock, and it's thrown away, knocked away by Penn State. So Rutgers will have 5 seconds on the shot clock, 26 seconds left in the game.
They need to get the ball to Cheryl Kopp right now.
Into Mitchelson, gives to DeRoos, jumper, in and out. Rebound knocked around. Penn State has it, and they can win it. 56-55, they call time. 16 seconds left in the game. Coach Grentz talking to the referee. So we'll keep it here. 16 seconds left in the game. Rutgers by 1, and obviously Penn State can win it on this possession. Now, let's talk strategy. For the fans here at the rack. It's been an emotional roller coaster for both teams,
now,
up and down.
If Penn State does shoot and miss, of course they will shoot. If they miss the ball needs to go into Cheryl Kopp's hand. Cheryl Kopp, definitely, because she's a very good foul shooter.
Now Rutgers know each other so well. This is, by the way, Penn State's second lowest point total of the year. They had 53 against Iowa earlier in the year. Now for Penn State on the court, Coleman and Eichenberg in the backcourt. Phillips, Doherty, and Robinson up front. For Rutgers, Green and Kopp in the backcourt. Hanson, DeRoos, and Mitchelson up front. Here we go. 15 seconds, almost thrown away. Here's Phillips being played by Mitchelson. Inside Coleman, puts it up, tries the ball. And another timeout. Rutgers will talk it over. A big turnover.
Big turnover, and you got to credit Rutgers defense. They did a nice job. They sat on them. They didn't give them, they weren't too tight on them. So
percent free throw shooter. Mitchelson 62, Eccles 46, Green 65. Well, Eccles will not be on the court here. DeRoos comes out. So those are the players that Penn State will want to foul as DeRoos looks to put it in. Here's Kopp. She's got the ball. She's fouled.
I thought at one point, when I was in St. Louis, I thought they might double team Kopp. Well, I thought I would have done that because you knew Kopp was going to get the ball because she's the best ball handler and foul shooter besides DeRoos on the ball club.
Cheryl Kopp will go to the line. She is an outstanding free throw shooter. 88% on the year. It's a 1-and-1. Clock is stopped with 6 seconds remaining. Obviously, the key free throw here is the first one. Free throw, no. And Penn State calls time. They can win it. 4 seconds remaining. And Penn State will set it up. You know, I talked about the fact that it's been an emotional roller coaster. It certainly has been, and that's certainly been illustrated here in the last couple of minutes. Up and down, just when it looks like Rutgers has it won, Penn State comes back.
They're giving their fans, you know, every bit of excitement here. Here's the scenario right here. That was a good time. Well, Penn State knew that. Penn State knew that if Cheryl missed that shot, that's what Reedy wanted. I guess Reedy rather have had 5 seconds on the clock and work the ball. Some teams might have said, listen, I have experienced ball club on the court. I'm going to go right with the flow.
Now, there's a shot of Reedy Portland, and you're wondering at home what the problem is. Coach Portland wanted time put back on the clock, and she was successful in her attempt because the clock stopped at 4 seconds with the rebound, and Reedy had a full second put back on the clock, so now there's 5 seconds left. So good job by Coach Portland, very alert.
Very much. Now, one thing that Rutgers is not doing, I'm a little surprised at right now, is not putting any pressure on the girl taking the ball out of bounds. That might be her philosophy. That might be what she feels her team could do best. But right now, you want to put pressure on them so they don't get the easy, because you know they don't get the easy shot at the basket.
There's a problem. Penn State has a problem. Reedy Portland coming over to talk to the referee. It has been a controversial game, but they seem to have it straightened out. Jackie Donovan reports in.
She has a very small lineup on the court. Penn State does.
Small lineup, but quick, and that's what they need here. They have 5 seconds to go the length of the court. We're down to 4. Here's 3. Eichenberg behind the back. Robinson puts it up, traveling. With 1 second, Robinson had time to get closer. Rutgers will inbound side court. All Rutgers has to do is get the ball in bounds and they'll win. That's it. Rutgers has defeated Penn State. A huge Lady Night victory. The final, Rutgers 56, Penn State 55. And we'll be back to talk about it in just a moment.